Ty and I, we met in 2016. He messaged me on Facebook, and from then there, like, me and him have just built such a really deep, strong connection. And and then when I went through what I went through in 2017, he reached out to me, and ever since then we just got each other on another level. We're best friends.
I bet you keep looking at that door, just hoping he'll walk back in.
Yeah, I look at my cameras like a crazy woman, just hoping that he shows up. I'm doing everything possible to locate him, but right now there's really nothing other than where he was last seen on the intersection of Marion. And I just want to say in that he was talking to a car, and he was talking to someone on a bicycle. And if you are those people, like, please, can you come forward to see what he was saying to you? It was around like 8 a.m. and even if they're high schoolers, like, just tell your parents or something to see what he said. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, you don't have to be sorry at all. Let's see. Here's one right here. Grab this here and wrap up my phone.
Yeah. Tyler, he's an amazing person. One thing about him, he's really private at first, so he's a very strong individual, but deep down he's a big teddy bear. I have him as my Ty bear in my phone. Once you get to know him, he's very soft and gentle and compassionate. He sees and hears you for who you are, and that's one thing that's really special about Ty, is just his heart. His heart is super, super big. And just his ability to, like, listen to you and not judge is a superpower of his, to me. Yeah, he's an amazing dad, amazing stepfather. He took my two in like his own and never ever questioned that. Yeah, he's a good leader, a good community leader, and just like I said, he's a super compassionate, soft-hearted person who just wants everyone to live in their truth with no judgment. And I think that strong individuals like Tyler often want everyone else to be okay, but when they're going through something, mentally from within. They're really good at hiding it, and that's one thing. He's really good at hiding, what he may be dealing with.
Yeah. And I can only imagine the stress of running a business.
Yeah.
New baby.
Yeah.
Sleep deprived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was all, he had a lot of pressure, being a leader. And also, having his first blood child, 6 months ago, and then trying to build a business. It's not easy. And like I said, even when he wants everyone to be doing good, he's a very private person when it comes to his own feelings and emotions. Even when it came to me, he's a big protector, and he just always, just wants to protect those that he deeply loves around him. And I think that's why it's so important, if you are going through anything mentally, to open up, share how you're feeling, especially if you're a man. I know I'm not a man, and I don't know what men deal with, but I know they have a lot of pressure in society. Yeah. And that's one thing Tyler has, a lot of pressure. And if you're just going through something, just tell somebody you're not weak. No one's going to look at you differently. And so, the day before he went on his walk, he sent me this picture of him and Raiden. And that's one thing I just always look at. This last 3 weeks is just a reminder that he's strong, and I really think he will show back up. I really do. I really do.
So in your heart, you told me on the phone, you feel like he's still with us somewhere.
Yes, I do. I do. And I don't think my husband would harm himself at all. I don't. I just, yeah. Yeah.
How did you know, like you were friends with Tyler for a long time?
Yeah.
And then you got closer.
Yeah.
Tell me about that time when it's like, oh,
yeah.
this is going to be
more, yeah. So obviously me and Tyler's connection, we built a connection through the struggles that we were both facing. We were there for each other. We seen and we heard each other. And through that, we just built a connection, through talking on the phone. He was back in Chicago at the time. I was in Redfield, South Dakota, and we would just talk and talk and talk on the phone, through text message. We would FaceTime. And eventually, when you talk to someone for months on end, and both of us felt very seen and heard, we're best friends. He randomly told me one day, he was like, I'm getting a one-way flight ticket to Aberdeen. I'm coming this day. And I remember I was in the hot tub at my mom's house when he told me that. And I was like, he's like, I want something tangible with you. And I was just like, and I was with my stepsister at the time. And I was like, oh my God, he's coming. He's really coming. And he surprised me, and he got a one-way ticket. And he came to Aberdeen, and I remember I was in Redfield. That's like 40 minutes from Aberdeen. And I was so nervous, and we went on our first date. I drove to Aberdeen 40 minutes, and we met up, and ever since then, we have been like this, and truly best of friends. Me and Ty have been through so much together. And we protect each other. We're best friends. We're really, really, and I know some people are like, oh, you're always with each other. And I'm like, that's our relationship and our dynamic. Like, don't judge us. Like, that's just how we are. We're just very, we do everything together. That's my Thai bear. And he calls me his Da Vinci, because my name's Mona Lisa. So he says, my Da Vinci, me Da Vinci, yeah. Yeah. And that's one thing I've always loved about him is he doesn't switch sides. He's not a wishy-washy person. He's the type of person when he's in something, he's in it and he goes all the way in. He's a very complex thinker, deep thinker person, and that's one thing I've always admired about him is he doesn't give up. He does not give up. So.
And then for people that are further away that may just be hearing about this, what do you want them to know?
That Tyler is love, and that on another note, that if you're going through mental, health situations, to reach out to someone, to not be afraid of feeling like you have failed or you're weak because maybe you're not doing so the best mentally. That doesn't mean you're a weak person at all. That's strength, actually letting somebody know what's really going on with you inside. That's what I would say, But as for Tyler, he's love. He's amazing. He's soft-hearted. He's gentle. A beautiful soul. And wherever he is, I just hope he knows that he is so, so loved. And so many people miss him and just want to know that he's safe wherever he may be.
So you were saying you have like a gut feeling that maybe he doesn't really totally understand what's going on right now.
Yeah, I do. I know what I experienced with him the days leading up to him going on his walk and not coming back. And I know. And so I just feel like he's lost. And I know he's alive, and I'm not going to think otherwise. I'm not.
You're going through one of the biggest crises of your life.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, all the social media.
Yeah.
How hard has that been?
I will say I've gotten off of social media because at the end of the day, this is my real life. This is my reality. This isn't something for entertainment, to have people. There's so much going on of just nonsense. That's not true at all. And I know who I am. The people around me know who I am. Tyler knows who I am. And I don't need to pay mind to that. I don't need to pay mind to people who have no idea who I am, who Tyler is, even if they may think. For those people, it's just entertainment for them, and that's sad. That's really, really sad, because this is my reality. This is my children's reality. This is his family's reality right now, and our main focus is finding Tyler. And the rest of the bull crap is just a distraction and noise, and it's not reality. The reality of it is my husband went on a walk Wednesday morning and he never came back home. That's the reality of it. So for the people who want to go and create their own narrative, you're nothing. I'm sorry.
You were telling me when we talked on the phone, like you feel like you can't do anything right, you're going to be judged either way.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about that?
Yeah. I've had this conversation a lot with the people close to me, and how you kind of get a taste of what it's like to be a person in a high profile place when you're going through something like this, and how it's just it's just nonsense. It's just like, I'm a human at the end of the day. And like I said again, this is my reality. This isn't a joke. This isn't a game. This is reality right now. And for, like I said, kind of getting a taste of what it's like to be dissected for every little thing. It's crazy. It's wild. And all of it is just like what you were saying, just being judged. At the end of the day, I know who I am. Tyler knows who I am. The people that love me know who I am. And that's all that matters.
What can people do to help?
Yeah. To keep spreading awareness of Tyler's face right now. If you're not in Sioux Falls, spread awareness of sharing the poster that we've made for him, and just continue to talk with friends, talk with family. Let's just find Tyler. I think that's just the main focus right now. Find Tyler, and if anyone has any sort of information, like I said, the last seen footage was of him on Marion and Madison, that intersection over there around 8 between, I don't know the exact time frames. My days are all over right now, but he was over there talking to someone in a car and someone on a bicycle. And if those were high schoolers, parents, if you're watching this right now, and if your kids go to Jefferson High School, ask them if they were the ones that talked with him, to see what did he say to them. I know what I experienced with him prior to him going on his walk. What did he say? Please let us know. Please, 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 because that might be vital information to where he may be right now. So that's my main thing. And yeah, just continue to spread the word of Tyler, and maybe someone will see him somewhere.
There's that saying about when you go through the really bad times, that's when you know who your friends are.
Yeah, it's, wow. That's wild that you say that, because after that text message that he wrote me back in 2017, literally after that, he literally told me, when shit hits the fan, you know who your real fans are. It's a lyric from a Kendrick song, and he literally said that. He said, yeah, when you'll know who your people are and who's not. And I definitely have learned that through this situation, for sure. Yeah.
The kids sleeping okay at night? I'm sure that they sense something's going on.
Yeah.
You try to shield them from that as much as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That has been its own journey. and process. Aaliyah and Raiden will have breakdowns every now and then, asking when he'll come home. Aaliyah, she's a very strong girl, as she's already been through something extremely traumatic. And so one thing about Aaliyah is she's very strong, and it's a little bit different with her as she tries to put on, she's kind of like me, a strong, it's okay, Mom, everything will be fine, but I know she's hurting inside. Same with Raiden, he has a lot of breakdowns. When will Dad come home? Last night, he seen me pretty emotional last night here on the couch, and he was going to bed, and he came up to me and he hugged me. He looked me in the eye and he's like, Mom, we're gonna find Dad. And I could feel it so deep, just, wow. It felt like that was God coming through him. And after he said that, he gave me the biggest hug. And then he looked at me, smiled, and went to his room and went to sleep. But I feel like I felt like God was really speaking through Raiden last night. Yeah.
When you first wake up in the morning, you're kind of coming to your senses.
Yeah.
And then it hits you. Do you ever think, I can't believe this is my life?
Yeah. It's been very hard for me to get out of bed, brush my teeth. As you know, I've been in communication with you, over the past couple of days. I wake up and panic a lot, just worst high. And like I said, I'm literally checking my cameras on my phone constantly. Every morning, that's kind of my routine, is when I wake up, I'll look and I'll zoom into every car that passes by to maybe see if he's in there. It's been really hard. A lot of emotions, of confusion, sadness, anger, angry that this is happening, angry, just angry right now, and sad, really sad and really angry right now.